FIGGIE fiends and collectors, this is me, Daniel East 1000, back again with another Star Wars: The Black Series figure review. Today we're going to have a look at a character that I've been really looking forward to. I think this one should have been released a lot sooner than it was. Finally, we have him in our collections. We are going to be having a look at none other than Kuill. First, as per usual, we're going to have a quick look at the packaging, then the figure itself, which is what we're really here for. So, as always, you've got that lovely sort of beveled edged style packaging. Nice picture of the character just there, looking very stern. And of course, the blurgs sort of pictured above him from the episode that he appears in. That's very cool, very nice. Of course, you got that colour band running around the packaging. Where the figure would sit in that plastic prison, Star Wars: The Black Series at the top there, the show or media that the character is from, name of the character, legal MacGuffin there. Continuing on around the packaging, nothing really too much going on this side, but on the back you've got a picture of the character and a bio, of which I will include in the description below if you do want to read that. Also, you got the number of the character and a ton of legal MacGuffin, of which we've all become quite accustomed to. So with the packaging out the way and done with, let's take a look at the figure itself. Here we have Kuill, who's a lot smaller than any standard Star Wars 6-inch Black Series figure, but that goes with the character really, because he is a Ugnaught, which is the diminutive pig-faced race that you see in Empire Strikes Back. And Kuill does make a bit of a reference. He did say that he did work under the Empire in their servitude, and he's broken free of it and now lives his life as a bit of a marauder, living his day-to-day life. So we finally have a figure of him, which I'm really pleased about. He was one of the main sort of cast in season 1, and Hasbro have immortalised him pretty damn perfectly in figure form here. There's a lot of sculpting, a lot of detailing Hasbro have put into this guy, particularly in that head sculpt, of which I think is absolutely fantastic. And I really do hope they use that head sculpt and just repurpose it really, maybe tweak it slightly for when or if they ever do a Ugnaught from Cloud City, because it's crazy that we haven't actually had one yet. We've got Kuill here. Nonetheless, this figure's absolutely stunning, really impressive, and definitely worth the value for money despite his diminutive size. First and foremost, he's kind of got this scarf on, of which is attached to this backpack, so you can't really take that backpack off because it is a solid piece of plastic onto that. So that's fine. I mean, I don't think he really took that backpack off in the show. It does look very sort of cobbled together. Not too much paint detailing on that, but that's not a biggie just because you're not really going to have this figure with his back like that on your shelf. Well, that's just a solid sculpted piece. Well, you could probably take this off if you did so wish, just in case of popping the head off. You've got his belt there, some pouches, then down his legs you've got some pockets and whatnot. And then his boots. I love the sculpting that they've put on the gloves on the arm there. It's just a really cool thing to note. That's pretty much it in terms of the details of this figure. In terms of accessories, he comes with this miniature little shotgun rifle, of which I've had imposed, sort of slung around his shoulder. And this actually has a loose sort of strap on it, so you can sort of remove that. You can't take this bit off here, but you can take that off just so it's easier to get him to hold it. So that's pretty cool that they've done that. You can't really pose him with him holding it in a sort of action pose really, at least I haven't found a way to just yet. So I just sort of have him posed with this slung around his shoulder. But yeah, I can't really remember when Kuill actually used this. I'm pretty sure he had this blaster, but I can't really remember him, you know, ever particularly using it. Just because he's quite a peaceful little fella really, that's how I always pictured him. But it's cool that he gave him an accessory in terms of blaster. And the other additional thing that you do get is his helmet is removable. So if you did want to recreate that scene, sorry, like I was saying, you can recreate that. I'm not sure why you would, but yeah, you can remove his helmet, which is quite nice. You've got the goggles which are painted on there and sculpted very nicely. Some cool details on that. But that's pretty much it in terms of Kuiil and the accessories that he comes with. He's got, in terms of articulation, packed full of it. Ball jointed head, ball jointed shoulders, ball jointed elbows, ball jointed wrists, ball jointed torso, ball jointed hips, swivels at the top of the thighs, ball hinged knees, and ball hinged ankles with the rocker joints. So you can get this guy in some really, really good poses. There's not a hell of a lot to him, but I would say he's the second strongest figure in the assortment that he comes in, of which I did unbox. Video up there somewhere. So that's Kuiil for you. I've not really got much else to say other than that. Just a really, really well put together figure, and one that we have been waiting on for quite some time. Let me know if you guys have had a chance to pick him up. What do you think of him? Sound off in the comments down below. This is me, Daniel East 1000, signing out, and thank you very much for watching. And because I haven't said it in this video yet, I have spoken.